Okay, first let's talk about the line. I mean, with Grant being a little dinged up and he might not be able to go, you're running through these guys, behind these guys. What does he bring to the table, and how does the line change without him in?
Grant brings a lot to the table. First of all, he's physical. He's very smart, and he almost always does his job. And I like Grant. I like how as the game progresses, he gets stronger and starts blocking better. And he helps me out with the call. So it's going to be a tough loss, but at the same time, Nilsson's a great guy. I know he's going to come in there and do his job, and hopefully we won't miss a beat without Grant.
I mean, it seems like Isaac, deservedly so, has gotten a lot of publicity on the line, but Grant has been probably one of, if not the most steady of the line. Would you agree with that? Or?
Oh yeah, I do agree. I mean, Isaac, he's a freshman. It's rare you see a freshman do as well as Isaac. He's one of the top freshmen in the nation, and he's been through a test. Will Sutton, Star, and he's handled them well. But with Grant, Grant's a little more seasoned, been here longer, and they're both great linemen.
Now for you, running against Cal, I mean, obviously they gave Oregon a tough test, kind of bottled them up a little bit, for a long time at least. What have you seen from them on film? How are you planning to attack them?
I've been watching film a lot this week. Press the hole, they flow fast. Hopefully the cutback lanes will be there. And just trust my line, sometimes I get away from doing that. And I find that when I do trust them, I get the best productivity out there. So just press the hole and trust my line, basically.
I know one of the themes this week has been getting over the quote-unquote Stanford hangover. You got 2 games left here, and honestly, if you guys take care of business, anything could happen. I mean, how have you felt the response has been from both you and you guys in the backfield and the locker room as a whole?
We're pretty optimistic. Obviously we want to go to a BCS bowl, so we're going to do our hardest to win out. We're over the Stanford loss. I think Sunday was the last day. Monday Coach Riley told us get over it, and now we're just focused on Cal. We can't take these guys lightly. They play teams tough. This is their last game. Expect a lot of things, and their defense is really good.
And do you think Cal is sort of going through some of the same things you guys went through last year as far as struggling, maybe more than people expected?
Yeah, similar. Last year 3-9. I don't know that record, but I know they have a tough time. Quarterback went down, made it even tougher. But they have a good running game, so they'll be all right.
So I just wanted to ask you about Sean being back. Any difference between him and Cody, or you? Excited to see Sean back?
I'm excited. I love both of those guys, and I really like how they root for each other. They compete. They're both great quarterbacks. Sean looked great this week. I know he's going to step in and do his job and throw for 300 or something like that, like Sean usually does. Sean's a general, and so is Cody. So both of them give us a chance to win the game, and I like that.
Can you kind of take us inside the huddle and what it's like when Cody's in there versus when Sean is in there? Any difference or anything like that just in the huddle?
No, not at all. They both make sure I'm lined up. If I'm not lined up, they'll yell at me like, right. And then they just, stay on me. We laugh after the play if it's a big play and hug after touchdowns. That's pretty much it.